I'm Katie Calkin, a community health educator with Piedmont Athens Regional, and we're going to talk for a few minutes about the decision of whether to vape or not. So I'm not here to scare you or tell you what to do. You have good brains and you can use those brains to make this decision. The steps for that are to gather information, think about that critically, make a decision, and then evaluate if that decision is working for your life. So I really encourage you to gather as much information about vaping as you can. Just a few highlights we know from the medical field are that it can affect your brain development. So it can affect your ability to plan, to learn, to remember things, to have impulse control, and regulate your mood. We know that people become addicted to nicotine, one of the chemicals in vaping, and that can happen in just a few days or a few weeks for teenagers. And then people feel like they are dependent on it to regulate their mood. We know that there are lots of chemicals in vaping that can affect lung health, and we certainly know it can be very expensive, a few hundred to a few $1,000s a year. So really gather all that information and then think about it critically. Weigh the pros and cons. Talk to adults who you trust. Talk to friends who want the best for you. And as you make your decision, it's important not just to do that out of fear. Some of the information you'll gather is scary, and it's important to know that. But you also want to think about, what do you want for your life? So imagine yourself a year from now, when you've graduated from high school, when you become an adult. What do you look like? What are you doing? How are you in the world? Does vaping fit in with those goals or not? And then you want to keep evaluating your decision. If you find that you are vaping because of stress, anxiety, depression, trauma, then you want to reach out and let an adult know that you've been using vaping to help you cope with those things so that you can have healthier resources to help you do that. It's much easier to never vape than to quit, but there's lots of support out there for getting help to quit as well. Two good ones are truthinitiative.org and teens.smokefree.org. And of course, it's always good to talk with someone you trust in your family, or a teacher or a counselor, and let them know that you need help. All right, use those good brains to make this decision for yourself. Piedmont Athens Regional wishes you good health. Take care.